So roughly about 2 months ago, my old headphones, my main headphones I was using, broke. And no, not my, Sennheiser headphones, which I do use from time to time. These still work fine, although as you can see, I do need a new pair of studio headphones. But those will have to come later because, studio headphones are expensive, especially for the pair I want. I want some better dynamics. But no, my Panasonic RB700s. I was playing VR chat, and well, you could see what's gonna happen.
What? Oh shit. Oh god. Ah. Ah. Ah, shit. Oh no. I think I broke my headphones.
That was just a reenactment. What actually happened was I was on my desk, at the chair leaned back, and I had the headphones on. And because I used a wired and not Bluetooth, because Bluetooth on the desktop is terrible, the cable snagged on my chair as I pulled them, and it came off the desk, like, 3 feet off the desk, and broke. They still technically work, but the clamp on the one side basically free spins, and they don't clamp properly. So I bought a new pair. These are the SteelSeries Arctic Nova 5X gaming headset. And while those headphones, which were more media headphones and music headphones, I said in my review that they almost perfect. These are also almost perfect, but they might be even better. And they're like £60 less. And they're gaming headsets. They're actually designed for gaming. Anyway, let's dive in. I picked these up for about £130. Now, I didn't pay that in full. I paid that via Klarna, but hey, that's what's really helpful, especially when you need something right away and you don't have the money to drop it all at once. Although I've been told by people, if you have to pay using a 3-month or 6-month plan, you don't really need the product. But I don't care. I wanted a new pair of headphones, and since the last gaming headphones I had were my Corsair HS70 Pros, they didn't last more than 2 years. The battery degraded on those to the point to where they were just dying by the percentage, and it was kind of scary to use them. It's kind of similar to my old phone when it was doing the same thing, so I stopped using them entirely and switched back to the Sennheisers, or sometimes I would use my old, Turtle Beach headphones, some old Turtle Beach headphones, if you still have those lying around. While the cushions may not be good, the microphone on them would still be amazing, like the ones I have behind me. These blow not only those Panasonic headphones out of the water, well, they blow the Turtle Beaches out of the water, because these things are so lightweight. I think they're like 266 grams, and you can have them on your head for 6 hours, 12 hours, and depending on your head size, I don't think you will actually get a headache. And what's really great about SteelSeries headphones, because it's already started happening and after a month of use, I got them in white, which, if you don't want the cushions to go that kind of beigey brown color, don't get them in white, because it's all the gunk that's, dead skin on your head, which I know that might be a gross thought, but if you want to not have to deal with that, get them in black. But what's really great is you can do, because SteelSeries provides it, you can buy replacement ear cups, which I think is amazing. For a few extra pounds or dollars or pesos or euros, you can buy replacement cups. You can even buy a replacement band. So this is not, unlike these 7s, the Nova 7s, this one is more of a elastic feeling. The 7s one are fabric. So if you wanted to buy the 7s version, which you can on SteelSeries websites, you can theoretically replace these with the fabric versions and boom, even extra comfort. So honestly, I'm not too bothered about these being, again, mostly plastic because of the weight, which is actually a lot better. Those Panasonics, I think, were like 300 grams, if I remember correctly. They're really heavy after a while. And plus, they've had padding, like foam plush padding, but after 6 to 8 hours, it would start to actually hurt your head. These have never hurt my head. They're actually really, really good. And if you saw my unboxing, What was it? I didn't try them on. I think I tried them on briefly. That unboxing was meant to be a bit longer and actually have like my first impressions. But I spent like an hour or two tinkering with these and kind of forgot about it. So yeah, the comfort's great, and due to the fact that they're all plastic, and now the plastic on these are there's like not that cheapy kind of plastic feel. Hold up. Here are the headphones in question, and you can see what has happened. Now, I've taken these apart because they're very easy to take apart. Believe it or not, they take a couple of screws, and basically, the locking mechanism on the inside has snapped. Now, they still work, and what I'll have to do is, I'll have to possibly tape it or super glue them back together, because I still kind of want to use these. And it's trivial, because I think my dad broke his pair, because these were my brothers, in the same exact way. So, and these, I think, retail cost £180, where, like I said, these cost $130. And it's weird, because gaming headphones, especially like a decade ago, used to, at this price range, used to be kind of mediocre. Or like, what was it? You wouldn't, if you wanted a really good pair of headphones, you'd be spending £150 to £200. But these, which are cheaper, and they're more for gaming, what was it? These actually feel, besides this broken bit, you could hear the cheapness in it. With these, you can hear it, but it's not as, like, this has that kind of, like, rattly plastic on them, like this, and the cups are kind of like that fake kind of pleather feeling, which, if I was to wear these now, they feel way too tight. I would have to extend them, and because they're broken, when you wear them, they basically do this. So, even with these now, they just feel, the SteelSeries feel way superior. Now, I know these aren't gaming headphones, but headphones are headphones, right? Either that be for gaming, music listening, headphones are headphones. So you think why they're designed, is they're actually designed for, playing games for 6 to 12 hours a day, or maybe 20, if that's your cup of tea. I should probably put these in a different drawer. I have a knack for breaking things. I found out why this is broken. I broke one of the cogs on the inside. At least that's easy. That's actually, this is more easy to fix than the headphones. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, the build quality, this review is going to be a bit all over the place, because my tripod is a light stand, so, yeah, great, right. Let me just switch these off for a second, so I don't kill the battery. Although, speaking of battery, you're not going to kill these anytime soon. On wireless, these have 50 hours of battery life, so 2.4 gigahertz. On Bluetooth, because they are Bluetooth, they have 60 hours of battery life. So, the odds of you killing these, I haven't. I've got them going down to about 40% after 12 to 15 hours of use. And even when the battery is lowered, they still perform well. Like, that's the great thing. They still perform well. They're still pretty good. And speaking of that, where's the box gone, actually? What was it? The features of the headphones. So these are the X version. The X version, what was it? There is a regular version, a P version for PlayStation. But the X version works on all the Xboxes, PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Android, iPhone, Mac, what was it? Tablet, MetaQuest 2. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I can now play VR with wireless headphones, because the issue I would have when playing VR with the Quest is I'd have to run a cable into the port on it, and sometimes the cable would get in my way. There's already a... Ooh, actually, no. How would that work, actually? Because I just realized, the Quest 2... I'd have to play with the Quest 2 in wireless mode. I'll figure that out at some point. And handheld. So, the X version can work on everything. So, there you go. Included in the box, you will get a charging cable. This is a charging cable, which is 5 feet or 1.5 meters. You will get a dongle extension cable, which is 5 feet or 1.5 meters. Now, I'd like to talk about the extension cable briefly, because with my testing, the extension cable only use it if you have to, and actually I'll get into that in a minute once I've read all the features off here. And the impedance of the headphones are 36 ohms, so what that means is the driving force and the impedance, that the power of them. So don't expect to be making, like, I don't know, Chief Keef beats or Metro Boomin beats on these things, because that's like the 808s will overdrive them completely. And so, for example, my Sennheiser HD25s, these are 60 ohms, and I think, for example, my microphone, actually, I think it's 80 ohms. So, I'll put up what impedance is on the screen, because I know what it means, but trying to explain what it means is a bit of a nightmare. A basic terminology of what impedance means is very sciencey. I recommend you look it up yourself as well, because it can get a bit detailed. But, ohms, or, this little ohm icon is an electrical engineering term that denotes electrical resistance of the voice coils in the transducer of wired headphones. It is tested during a production with a standardized audio signal that happens, that headphones achieve their intended normal impedance. Basically, the best way to describe it is, the higher the impedance, the higher quality sounding headphones you have. Although too high of headphones, like headphones can get upwards of like 600 ohms, the higher there is, the better sounding, and better with volume as well. I would say 36, after testing these, is relatively good, and it's relatively good for smartphones, especially over Bluetooth. It'll be good. If you've ever, maybe bought high-end headphones to try connecting them to your smartphone, and they haven't sounded good, it's because most smartphones have an impedance which is like under 100. So, yeah. Generally, don't matter. Realistically speaking, these are wireless, you shouldn't have to worry about the impedance, but if you're curious about how, ohms work, do a little bit of research, because, ohms are measured from a lot of stuff, from microphones to headphones to even vaporizer coils, and yes, that's how I learned what ohms are. Anyway, back to the review. You have a frequency response from 20 to 20 hertz, total harmonic distortion. Again, I'll put this on the screen. If you know what it is, you know what it is. But most of this stuff, I just don't know what it means. But what is also really interesting is the mic on these things, which I'm actually quite shocked. Compared to my old Corsair headset, which, by the way, will be a comparison coming up. I do have a portion, which I already recorded a few weeks ago for a video that's coming out soon. So, But I will demonstrate the audio quality of the mic when I go through the software on my phone, but on the desktop I already have a portion for that. So the microphone, which is a bidirectional noise cancellation, so it's got noise cancellation built onto it, and what's really interesting is the frequency response of the microphone. So here is a frequency curve, which I'm going to put on screen, and this is all the bands that you get. I'm actually going to use the SteelSeries one. And what happens is, so it goes from 100, which is like, super low, like hum, up to 10,000 hertz. Now, what's interesting is, frequency curve will go beyond 10,000, in some cases 20,000, but it cuts out a sharp cut right at 10,000. So all the super highs that you get above 10,000, you're not going to be able to hear. And I'll be able to demonstrate this actually in DaVinci Resolve and show you in like a live frequency. SteelSeries, please add a live frequency equalizer to Sonar, where like when you're speaking into the microphone, it shows you where your actual response is going, because when you tune in a microphone, you kind of have to listen by ear, which veteran audio engineers will be able to do, but if you're trying to set an EQ for the first time, you're going to be sat there going, I made it worse, just pick a preset. So, there you go. Now, the microphone does record in 32 kilohertz or 16 bits, so that's pretty good. Most headset mics, if I remember correctly, used to record in 8-bit audio, which, so, there you go. Now, it does have dual wireless, so you have quick switch between 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth. Now, no, you can't have those on at the same time. If you want those, get the 7s, the higher ones. And like I said, up to 50 hours on wireless and 60 hours on Bluetooth. And if you charge these for 15 minutes, you get 6 hours of battery life, which I think is insane. That is pretty good. A high speed, 2.4 gigahertz, and then obviously the Bluetooth wireless, uses Bluetooth 5.3, and then the 2.4 gigahertz range is 40 feet or 12 meters. And I can test that this is actually really far. I'm able to go to my kitchen, grab a drink, come back into here, and still hear people yapping in Discord, or still hear the music I'm playing. So yeah, there are all the features on there, and but overall, what was it? what was it? Pretty decent. Now let's jump into the software. Now I'll go over Sonar on the desktop in a. I could actually do it now. No, I'll do it animated. Could be easier. The way I'm recording right now will be a bit of an issue. We go over the mobile side of things. If you go to the Play Store, it does come with an app. So if you go to the Play Store and search up, what was it? SteelSeries. You will see that the SteelSeries Artics companion app will pop up. Now, what I will do is for you guys, so you can see what I'm doing a lot easier, is I will actually screen record here. As you can see, I've screen recorded, and I'll be overlaying this on the screen so you can see. And if I open it up here, it'll say Bluetooth required, so let me turn on the headset, and I get to show you a bit of the app as well. Oh, I probably should have shown you the features of the headset, but I'll do that after the fact, actually. These work well if you have glasses, or even a hat, actually, because I like using these with a hat a little bit if it's cold. So, if I press... I should have gone over the features, actually. Here, brief discussion of the features. On the left headset, you have your mute button. When you mute this, actually, it'll pop up. Now, you won't be able to see because of all my lights here, but when you mute this on the left cup here, you will actually get, if I actually just zoom in here, you will actually get a little pop-up, and there'll be a notification when you mute these every time. And then here you have your volume rocker on the left, which does bottom out, what was it, top, bottom and top, so you can tell how loud stuff is. And then on the right side here, you have your chat mix function, which does work on PC if you have Sonar installed. You have your charging port by here. You've got your on button, which also acts as a mute button. And what I mean mute, like mute your desktop audio. And then you have the quick switch button here, which is what you would want to click to, and it'll glow blue to switch to Bluetooth. So now I've switched to Bluetooth. If I click enable Bluetooth on my phone, actually, because that's not going to work, and my camera is on the verge of dying right now, so that's going to be fun. Oops, I'm connected to the wrong thing. I'm trying to connect to my other headphones. It does this if you don't have Bluetooth enabled and you do it via the app. Sometimes it can glitch out a little bit. Sometimes it's just turning it off, turn it back on, and then clicking on it again could sometimes fix it. This is just a Bluetooth thing in the end. You see right now it's like glitching out entirely. It's like not connecting. This does tend to happen. See, couldn't connect for some reason. I think it's connected. Yep, there we go. So switching between 2.4 and Bluetooth can, tend to fix that, and you can get back to stuff. So here's the app. Like I said, you can switch back to 2.4 if you want to answer a call or something on your desktop from Discord, or switch back to Bluetooth to use stuff on your phone. And you also have presets. Now, you can't edit the presets in, in here. But if you favorite stuff, it kind of, I don't know how it does this. It's not via an account system, but I'll show you in Sonar in a minute. It will save what you have selected from Sonar on the desktop. I don't know how it does this. Maybe the headphones do it. Maybe it saves stuff to the headphones and sends it via Bluetooth. I don't know how it does it, to be honest. Magic. That's what it is. It's all magic. So you have different presets here. You have flat, if you just want to hear the headphones by themselves. I tend to use the punchy preset from SteelSeries. It's pretty balanced. It raises the highs, raises the the bass, and brings the mids down a little bit to make things more punchy and rich. So I do tend to use that. But you have other settings here if you play mobile games, or if you play other stuff here. And I think if you do use it on Xbox, I think you could change the presets within the app. I'm guessing that's how you would actually do it, because how would you do that? Now, I haven't actually plugged these into my Xbox. I don't use my Xbox anymore, so I can't tell you on that front if that actually works. But you can also go to Sonar here. You can go to Custom, and it says here you don't have any custom presets. If you click Learn More, you would have to use the GG app to create a custom preset to actually use it if you want to be able to have your own sound. You have other stuff like volume of the microphone. So speaking of the microphone, we should actually do a microphone test here. I didn't think of that, to be honest. And so you can have the microphone, you can have side tone. So what side tone does is, Is side tone working? Yeah, there we go. Side tone basically lets you be able to hear yourself through the headphones. Without having to shout over people who you're talking to. Now, in Bluetooth mode, it does work. I can actually hear myself in web racket all the way up, but on the desktop, this works a little bit better. And I do have the microphone volume here, and you're not hearing the microphone right now. I don't think you're hearing the microphone right now. I'm not entirely sure. No, okay, it's not using the app. So what I'm going to do is, for most of this now, to show you the app, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start recording using my voice recorder on my phone, and it will say it will use any Bluetooth device you connect up to a relatively new Bluetooth device. It will tell you it will start recording. This is now, I'm now speaking with the SteelSeries, Arctis 5 X gaming headset. And once again, I can come out of voice recorder here. Go back to the app. If I turn on side tone up to medium, I'll be able to hear myself a little bit better. And I have this a few inches away from my mouth, not entirely too close to my mouth, because if you have it, and I'm going to turn this down in post, if you have it too close to your mouth, it's going to be really loud. And I don't even have the headset up all the way. So people who have it this close, I think you're just trying to make your teammates go deaf. So don't do that. Have it a few inches off. Maybe curl it in a little bit by here. I think this is fine. And like I said before, if I go back to the thing here and actually click and click mute again, there's no discernible noise when muting, which I think is really, really good, because sometimes when you mute a headset mic, you hear that click noise or you hear like a weird static noise. So SteelSeries has done wonders here, not having any of that in here. So if we go back to the app here, I can actually then turn up the microphone volume a bit higher. I don't have it too high because I don't want to deafen you guys. I'm going to put it down all the way to the bottom here to show you guys here, all the way to the bottom. Can you still hear me? I'm not sure. Let me go back to the voice recorder. That's going to be really, really low. And now I'm going to put it up to the max here to see what that sounds like, so you can get the full range of the audio. I will probably turn this down in post, not to deafen you guys' ears, because I don't want to be doing that, do I? I'm going to turn it down. I usually have it set around, like, almost just slightly over the side tone preset, so it's not too loud. And like I said, the mic, the mute LED, you could change the brightness of this, so you can have it set to low, medium, or off. You can have it set to low or medium. I'll probably set it to medium. Now, there's another thing in here as well called, volume limiter. When you toggle this on, it will limit your volume of your headphones if you don't want it to be too loud, if you've got sensitive hearing. There is another option called reduce microphone audio quality to increase wireless range. Now, I've never done this before, and I'm going to do this while recording to see what this does. Now, let me see if I could do this split screen view and go back into here. I should have done this a while ago. What? Search again. I'll try to use split screen mode on my phone. Here we go. I should have done this so we can do split screen mode, but it doesn't show me the actual feed of the what was it? No, not cancel. It doesn't show me the actual feed, which is kind of annoying. But what I am going to do is on the SteelSeries app, I'm just going to quickly switch to extended mode. The headset will automatically restart to apply the setting. Okay, so I won't have to stop recording briefly. I'm going to pause it, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn this mode on so you guys can see what it does. So it will turn off the headset as I heard it turn off, and it turns back on. Bluetooth connection locked and pause, recording pause. So I've never done this before, so I'm trying this now just to see what this will do to the quality of the microphone. Now, I'm not sure on the range. I'll have to maybe try and go further in the house somewhere to try out the range. But it's now connected. I'm going to search again. And what was it? Give me a second. Ooh, my video is going to top out. What was it? Now, with that on, reduce microphone audio quality to increase the range. Let's just see what it does to the audio quality. What was it? I'll jump back in, like I said, with this audio and match it up so you guys can hear. Feature me, make sure you link that. So this is what it sounds like with the extended range. And I'm not sure what this will do for the connection. Maybe if I actually get up off my lazy ass and actually move around, you guys will still probably be able to hear me even from this far away. Can you still hear me? Can you still see me? Maybe you can. I'm going to have to review this and see what it sounds like. And I'll put my thoughts on the screen in like the lower third here if it sounds much different. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to turn off the extended mode. And let me reset the recording and possibly my battery so we can continue this video going forward. So guys, right now I'm going to play you the difference in mic quality between these headphones, this headset, so the microphone on the Nova 5X, and between my old headset, the Corsair HS70 Pro. And then we'll continue on with the rest of the review. I just didn't know where to put this, and I recorded that ages ago for a mic comparison that will be coming out after this video. So stay tuned for that if you ever wanted to hear the difference between an XLR microphone, a shotgun microphone, a lav microphone, and headset microphones. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. Anyway, what was it? On with the comparison between this and my old headset. We're now listening to my, SteelSeries Artics Nova 5's boom mic with my old Corsair, HS70 boom mic as well. Although this has been plugged into a mirrorless camera, so the audio might not be that fair because it's being plugged into a camera, which doesn't really have a good preamp on it. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it if it sounds good. I'm gonna be once again, guys. I'm gonna be switching between my Rode microphone and we're gonna be switching between my my NT1A and the both boom mics. To see how well it sounds. I'm not gonna do this for too long because this is kind of awkward to do. What I will do is though, just to be fair, where's that gone now? The microphone cover. Oh, here it is. To stop the plosives, especially when you're gaming, this would be important. This apparently, this one, the SteelSeries one, it kind of has it built in, but I will put a wind cover over just to see how it sounds like. And I'm trusting myself to balance my camera on my leg. So, please bring pizza pronto. Please bring pizza pronto. Please bring pizza pronto. Please bring pizza pronto. After spending a couple of hours editing the video, I realized that I kind of rambled on in the second and third part of the video. So much that the video would be an hour long, which I don't want it to be an hour long. But I'm going to give you an overview of basically the sound profile of these headphones. Honestly, I think they're great. Even if you use these without an EQ or with an EQ, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but everything just sounds balanced. The highs are really rich, the bass is rich, the bass is warm, the mids sound balanced, and you're probably thinking, well, what does all that mean? Basically, nothing sounds muddy, meaning nothing sounds all mushed together. Nothing really sounds too harsh, generally speaking. So if you're playing Marvel Rivals, and you can hear footsteps very well. If you're playing Call of Duty, again, you can hear footsteps. I would say these are some pretty good esports headphones. If you're more of a competitive player, you'll be able to hear footsteps very well, especially if you tweak those in the EQ for whatever game you're playing. They're really well-rounded for music. I would say that if you want to listen to music of pretty much any genre, to be honest, maybe not heavy, hard bass, or maybe like... Sorry, I thought the fabric inside the headphones were ripped. Generally for I tried every genre. Lo-fi, rap, hip-hop, R&B, pop, rock, and even whatever this is. I don't know. And even just for listening to podcasts and listening to people with a different range of microphones. So, I watch CoffeeZilla. He uses a Shure SM7B microphone, and sounds pretty good on here. Or I'll be watching Epos Vox, who uses a wide variety of microphones, but generally dynamic microphones. Or when I'm literally listening to microphone reviews, what I'll do is I'll turn the EQ off so I can actually get I'll switch to a different pair of headphones. If I'm just watching the video, I will just use these and just turn the EQ off so I can actually hear what other microphones sound like. Even listening back to my own voice through these using the Rode NT1A or my Rode Video Micro. Now, if my Rode Video Micro doesn't sound that good, it's because I'm a few inches away from it. If I was up close to it like this, it would sound a lot better, but then I'm too zoomed in. I need to get an actual arm that brings the microphone closer to me for when I'm recording like this. Also, new angle. Got the desk behind me here. I got the video actually playing in the background there, just something different so you guys could see. What was that? I need to get some more lighting, but you know, this is the only way I can have some cool background stuff. But generally speaking, what was it? Music listening, gaming. I haven't watched any movies on here, but generally speaking, if you pick the movie preset inside of Sonar. Also, I'm not going to show the desktop version, as I've done videos on that before. I realized, like, I spent 15 minutes talking about the software on the computer. On my channel, either this channel or on my other channel, I think it was on my other channel, which I'll have a video linked at the end of this video if you want to go look at Sonar, and if you've never used it before. By the way, you can still use Sonar if you don't have anything from SteelSeries, like I've been using for a long time, so you could use it to EQ your XLR, dynamic microphone, headset mic, it could be any headset mic. Now, to use the engine stuff, you won't be able to do that, but if you just want to run presets like I do it, EQ, it's great. Especially if you want to also run individual audio, which is Sonar is actually great. There's still some features missing I would like an actual live EQ, so you can see the EQ curves. But generally speaking, go check out that other video, as I do talk more about it, and not just apply it to these. Now, by the way, when you do plug these in, you probably need to do a firmware update for the headphones. Probably should do that, by the way. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, overall, I'd say the sound quality is, for £130, is pretty good. You know, I think this is probably the most expensive gaming headset I've ever used. My Krakens were like 70. No, the Krakens were 80. The HS70 Pros were about £80. And while those sounded good, they don't compare to this, to be honest. These are like not cheap, but not expensive. They're mid-range in a sense that like you're not a super hardcore gamer, but you like enjoying, you like to enjoy having good audio, like for story stuff, everything's, all the audio's just, it's, that if I was to express it in like a feeling, I just feel alive when I use these. I feel alive, I feel warm, I feel great, and I can wear them for hours. By the way, since I recorded my video this morning, let's see what the battery's on. And I've been using these, by the way, all day. It is now 6 p.m. Oh, look at that, 85%. And by the way, they were 100% when I started recording, you know, this video like an hour, like not an hour ago, like 6 hours ago. 85%. And that's on the 2.4 gigahertz. On Bluetooth, again, amazing. You can even sleep in these, just be careful. Although, they are pretty flexible. What was that? I say maybe don't bend them too much, but they seem pretty flexible, and they don't look like they're going to break, although I would, you know, beg to differ. They might break. So, yeah, overall, the Arctis Nova 5X have been great so far. But like I said, I think in the first portion, I can't remember at this point, make sure to watch another review, what was it, but also read some reviews before you make a purchase. Because that's what I did. That's what I did when I made this video, before I made this video, before I bought these. I watched a few reviews. I watched a few reviews, read some as well. And if you want to learn more, like super in-depth about these, that I can't really show you here because I don't have the hardware for it, R Ratings, or ratings.com, I will leave a link down below. It shows you, like, the actual, like, nerdy frequency stuff, like, even better than what I've shown you. It shows you deep, the nerdy stuff. It even shows you the frequency curve of the actual speakers themselves. So if you want to go check that out, link down below. So, yeah. For gaming of all kinds, Call of Duty competitive, story stuff, even games that are like ancient, like Prototype 1, still sound good on. For YouTube videos, especially for people on YouTube who use lav mics, they sound good. I don't know what more I can say. For £130, I'm actually impressed because I was really scared. I've heard story about SteelSeries saying, oh, their stuff isn't that good, even though it looks good after, you know, and it's you know, that, I mean, any product does that. You kind of get scared, like, if you should buy it. Everything I've bought, I've always been scared afterwards going, did I make the right decision? Anyway, I've been Welshman Shots. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for my microphone comparison, where I compare up the video micro, the XLR, and a bunch of other stuff as well. If you've been wondering, what microphone do I get if I want to, like, make videos or, you know, play video games, like, can a lav microphone be better than a headset mic? I mean, doesn't PewDiePie still use a lav mic because his headset mic is broken? I don't know, but But people will ask, people say, maybe. But stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming out tomorrow, as this video is going up today. I've already posted 2 videos today, well, almost 2 videos. But, yeah. Oh, did you guys hear that? Oh, I've been editing for hours. It's been about 3 hours, actually, I've been editing. Anyway, if you like this video, like it, subscribe, check out some more videos on the channel, and stay tuned. This year is going to be fun. More reviews, because I need some new gear. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.